right, welcome back. It's probably one of your favorite guilty pleasures on Facebook, besides scrolling through pictures of your friends or kids, watching cat videos perhaps. I'm talking about those personality quizzes. They seem pretty harmless, right? Well, now a data firm associated with the Trump campaign has been suspended by Facebook after reportedly using information from those quizzes without permission to target voters. CNN senior media correspondent Brian Stelter joining me now from New York. So, Brian, there are a lot of layers to this story, so walk us through it all.
Yeah, the New York Times here in New York and the Observer newspaper in the UK have investigated this company. And as soon as these stories were about to come out, Facebook went ahead and suspended the company involved. I'll try to explain it as simply as I can, Fred. You were talking about those personality quizzes. We've all seen them on Facebook. They were popular for a while. A professor associated with Cambridge University set up one of these apps that does these quizzes. He used the quiz to harvest data about users of Facebook and all of their friends. So by doing that, he was able to get information, data, on tens of millions of Facebook users. This happened a few years ago. Then he transferred the data over to a company called Cambridge Analytica. Now that's a controversial political consulting company that swoops in and promises to create really detailed profiles of voters in order to target them in very detailed ways. This is essentially the new frontier of political campaigns, right? You bring in data firms who promise they know voters in really detailed ways, and then you tell those voters exactly what you want to hear. That's partly why the Trump campaign hired Cambridge Analytica as part of the data operation before Election Day. So Cambridge is alleged to have used all this data from tens of millions of Facebook users in a way that the company now says was improper. Here's the statement from a Facebook VP. They put this out on Friday night, maybe trying to bury the news before this New York Times investigation came out. Facebook now says, "We are committed to vigorously enforcing our policies to protect people's information. We will take whatever steps are required to see that that happens, and we will take legal action if necessary to hold them responsible and accountable for any unlawful behavior." Now, a couple bottom line facts here. We don't know how much this Facebook data helped or didn't help the Trump campaign. There's been disputes about that ever since Election Day about how important this Cambridge Analytica company was to helping Trump get elected. What we do know is that this is another black eye for Facebook and for these consulting companies that are trying to use this data to target all of us as voters.
But is it a new frontier for, say, Facebook to try to weed out, find, search any of these companies that they believe might be manipulating information like this, unbeknownst to Facebook customers?
Exactly. Facebook says it's trying to do the right thing, but Fred, I'm sure somebody somewhere right now is coming up with an even better way to do this for the next election.